Hello, welcome to today's video on integrating trigonometric functions. Okay, so in our previous videos we talked about how to integrate polynomial functions using U substitution, partial fractions, and trigonometric substitutions as well. Okay, we also have a video on how to integrate exponential functions using the creating and destroying method. But in today's video, like I said, we'll look at integrating trig identities. Okay, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, kindly subscribe for more videos. Alright, so let's start. If you integrate sine of u of x dx, you will get negative 1 over u prime of x, okay, cos of u of x plus c. Alright, instead if you have the cos of u of x, I want to rewrite this because I want you to always remember this. Negative, sorry, this is positive rather, okay? So you just it's just 1 over u prime of x sine of u of x, okay, plus c. Alright, so these two are what we need, okay? Alright, so if I have y equals tan of x and I want to have the integral of this or integrate this, how do I go about it? Okay, so you know that tan is the same as what? Tan x is the same as sine of x over cos of x, okay? Then y is the same as sine x over cos s. Okay, so here we apply what we call the substitution rule, okay? So integral of y, which is tan x dx, is the same as integral of sine of x over cos s dx, okay? Now if you let u be equal to cos of x, then du dx will be equal to minus sine x, okay? I hope you can see that. Now in that case, our du will be equal to, sorry, our ds rather, okay, we should make ds the subject. So here our dx will be equal to negative du over sine x, okay? So with this, you come and you place everything that we said back in the integral, okay? So let me clean the top side. So this whole integral will be equal to, okay, integral of sine of x, okay, over ru. Then our ds is what? Negative du over sine x, okay? Now this sine x can cancel this and we'll get what? Negative integral of 1 over u du. I hope you can see this because we've done it in our previous video, how to take out your negatives or your positive or your constants, okay? And this integral will give us what? Negative ln of what? U plus c, okay? So let me write everything again. So we are saying that the whole of this integral is now giving us what? Negative ln of u plus c, and our u was equal to what? Cos s, okay? So it becomes negative ln of cos s plus c. That's the integral of sine. But if you want to continue from logarithm, this will be the same as ln of 1 over or cos x all to the power negative 1, okay? This negative 1 can come in front and become cos s all to the power negative 1, and that's, it will become what? For me, this is 1 over cos s, okay? That will become 1 over cos s plus c, and this is equal to ln of sec of x plus c. So that is the integral of tan of x, and we'll continue to the other integrals, okay? Already we know the integral of sine and cos, okay? We said we've explained it in our first example, okay? So let's look at the other ones. That is 1 over cos, that is sec, and let's also look at cosec and cot, okay? So if I have y equals cot of s, you know that this is the same as what? Cos s over sine x from our basic trig identities. Okay, then the integral of this cot s dx is the same as integral of cos of x over sine of x dx. Okay, now this will give me what? Since I can't do this straight, all that I can do is that I will let sum u be equal to sine x. Okay, alright, then if the u is equal to sine, then du dx will be equal to what? Cos of x. Hence our dx, making it the subject here, will be equal to du over cos s. Okay, if that is the case, I just come and put everything in and we'll get something like integral of cos s over u times du over cos x. So this can cancel that and we'll be left with integral of 1 over u du, and this is equal to ln of what? Because we've done this in our previous videos. Integral of 1 over x is ln x, integral of 1 over u du is ln u, then plus c, and our u is what? Ln of u was sine x. Okay, plus c. This is our final answer for integrating cot of s. I hope this is okay, right? So let's look at the other ones, the 1 over sine x and 1 over cos s, these two. Okay, alright, so the integral of 1 over sine x dx, which is the same as cosec x. Okay, integral of cosec s dx. Now with this, let's try and do some magic here. Okay, this is how you integrate this. Okay, cosec x dx. Now I'll try to create and destroy something here, so let me write it again. Okay, if I pre-multiply the whole of this integral cosec x over 1 by cosec x plus cot x, okay, over cosec x plus cot s, nothing has happened because this fraction can go and we will be left with what? 1. Okay, now this is the same as integral of what? Cosec squared x plus cosec x cot s all over cosec x plus cot x, okay, dx. Now with this, I can let some u be equal to cosec x plus cot s, and then my du dx. So now I'm just writing it in a linear form. Du will be equal to, when I integrate, when I differentiate cosec, I guess minus cosec x cot s, then minus cosec squared x when I differentiate cot s. Okay, that is it. We'll do a video on differentiation. Okay, so we'll know how to go about that. Then all of this, okay, let me write it. Du ds is equal to that. Okay, now the ds will be equal to what? Negative out cosec x plus, sorry, cosec s cot s rather. Okay, so we'll get something like cosec s cot x plus cosec squared x. Let me write it back. Okay, cosec squared x. That's my du dx. Okay, so now with all this, it means that my dx is actually equal to negative du over cosec x cot x plus cosec squared x. Okay, so if you could remember, this is what we had. Okay, I'm just going to explain it better to you. Okay, so this is what we had in the initial distance. Okay, so if you put everything back in, you get the whole of this is equal to integral of cosec squared x plus cosec x cot x, okay, over u, then times negative du, okay, all over cosec x cot s plus cosec squared x. Okay, now cosec s cot s plus cosec squared s is at the top, so this and this will cancel, so we'll be left with integral of negative du over u. Okay, so negative du over u, okay, which is equal to negative integral of 1 over u du. Okay, so the whole of this integral will be equal to the idea we know. Okay, so this will be equal to negative ln of u plus c. Okay, so that is it. Okay, so we come back and put our u in, that is all. Okay, so let's clean it down there and put our u in. So our integral then will become negative ln of, what is our u? Cosec x plus cot s, okay, plus c. That is also, if you want to do any simplification again, you can continue and do it. Yes, there is a simplification we can do, because cosec is 1 over sin x and cot is 1 over cos s over sin x, so we can get something like negative ln of 1 plus cos s, okay, over sin x plus c. You can get something like that. Okay, so that is the final answer for integrating 1 over sin x. Okay, I hope you understood the process. Let's go and integrate sec s rather. Okay, and we'll be done. Okay, so if I have y equals 1 over cos s, which is the same as sec s, what will be the integral of this? So we're coming to do integral of what? Sec x dx. Okay, and the same thing this time too. We pre-multiply this whole thing over 1 by sec x plus tan x. Okay, sec x plus tan x dx. Okay, and now this will give me sec squared x, integral of that, plus sec s tan x, okay, over sec x plus tan x dx. Okay, so here too we let u represent something. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll let u be equal to sec x plus tan x. Okay, now du dx will be equal to, and when you differentiate sec x, you get sec x tan x. When you differentiate tan x, you get sec squared x. Okay, let me erase and write it well. This plus what? Sec squared x. Okay, now if I make the x the subject there, okay, if I make the s the subject there, let me write it somewhere here. The x will actually be equal to du over sec x tan x plus sec squared x. Okay, I hope you can see that. That is it. Alright, so I'm coming to clean everything and then we'll go through it again. Okay, we'll write some things again. Alright, so that is our dx. Okay, so it means that this whole integral will be equal to sec squared x plus sec x tan x over u times du over sec x tan x plus sec squared x. Okay, so the whole of this can take this top out, and we'll be left with integral of 1 over u du, right? So 1 over u du, and this will be equal to ln of u. Okay, and what is our u? U is sec x plus tan x, okay, plus c. Okay, so this 1 2 we can actually simplify it further, because sec s is 1 over cos s and tan s is sin s over what? Cos s, and that will be what? Ln of 1 plus sin x over cos s all plus c. So that will be today's videos. Okay, so kindly take note whenever you integrate sine, cos, tan, cot, sec and cosec. Okay, so thank you and see you in our next video.